Alright, welcome back everyone to another 3v3 fastest map possible on Brood Wars Remastered. I'm going to sort of reiterate what I said on my first one that I did today, my first video, that I just found recently a ton of replays, dating all the way back to 2018, all the way up to the ones that I've done very recently. So I'm going to try to be sharing as many of them as I can with you. I'm going to do a double feature today, so I'm going to try to do two of them. I looked and saw which ones might be good, so I found a couple. So the first one we're going to do is 3v3 fastest map possible 34 right here. That's the one that I played in, and it's actually a Zerg Terran Protoss versus a Zerg Terran Protoss, which is pretty cool because you don't always see those. It does say that it was from May 26th, but it's actually probably from some other time. This is just when I uploaded it. I did that earlier today. So I don't actually know when this one was taken, but the next one I do know that it was done several years ago. So we'll go ahead and jump into this one. So again, I kind of hate watching myself in these, but again, we're here to learn. We're here to have fun. Alright, so here is the first team, first matchup. So here I am in the top left-hand corner. I'm the white Protoss. My teammate is over right next to me. That is the yellow Protoss. And then over here is the purple Terran over here, my other partner. And then bottom corner, the other team, you got Sandy Bay. The teal, I guess that's teal. Zerg. Then all the way up here in the corner, you've got the CMO Suristro. And then their Zerg down here is Sangji. And that is the red Zerg down there. Okay, so one race each, so totally even in that regard. So let's go ahead and go look at the APM. That's usually the first thing I look at. Looks like over here, JJH is up in the hundreds, and Sanji down here is in the hundreds. You can see, of course, I'm struggling to even get above 30 because I'm just like not really moving as fast as I should. But I have been known to get up into the 70s when I'm really moving. But I don't think APM matters too much, but it does kind of show like how quickly someone's moving, how quickly someone's thinking. You'd be amazed how many times the people with the highest APMs are the people that win the game. So, at the looks of that, it looks like it's going to be red and purple are going to be the ones that are going to be the highest level people. But we'll see. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get a little bit of speed going here. So, I was thinking today about how I sort of started doing my replays, and I'll do that while I sort of follow along what's going on here. I used to play with this guy named Abyssal Minstrel or Minister, something like that. You'll see him in some of these upcoming replays. And we played in several games together. And when we did, we lost several in a row. So what we decided to do was to watch a few games together as observers, games that we hosted. So we could learn a few strategies and try some things in different games, which we did do. But we did end up watching a lot of games together. And it can be very chill to watch some games together and just hang out instead of having to play the games. Because, gosh, it can be really stressful in the game when things are happening. But yeah, so we started watching the replays together. That sort of sprung me into trying to do this and do them onto YouTube. Really just do it for the fun of it. That's what you should be doing. Do what you love. Definitely love myself some StarCraft. I've loved it for a long time. Alright, so down here, I'll shut up now because yellow is moving in with a cannon rush on red. They're kind of doing it in an interesting way where they have some zealots to go with it. Alright, so here comes white and purple to sort of finish this guy off. He definitely doesn't have enough. He's sending the Zerglings there. Yeah, this guy just got sort of closed on. And no one's going to save him. So I guess that's it for that guy. So, good for me to come in and help with that destruction of the space. I mean, he's still fighting. You gotta give him credit, but it's gonna be awfully hard for him to survive this. There he goes. He leaves. Yeah, first time I played StarCraft was I was 13 years old. My friend brought it over for a sleepover. And oh my gosh. It totally blew my mind. I've been playing it ever since. Such a great game. Alright, so now it's a 2 versus 1. So blue, I mean, blue wasn't really in a position to help, and neither was teal. So now they're going to try to get themselves safe. Blue's getting some tanks out, but he doesn't have any kind of choke point here, so we'd just be able to walk in on him. Alright, here is purple attacking this. Now, I wonder, did we miss something? I feel like we did. I feel like we're going to have to go back. Alright. So he does the fire bat thing. Okay, so this is something that I'd seen that I believe I learned from long ago, is that you fly in a barracks and then you build a bunch of fire bats and then you send them in. Alright, so while we were killing him, this is what this guy was doing. Alright, so here he goes. Oh, I like came back in time, just in time. Alright, so you gotta get Stim Pack. He comes in. He gets a bunch of them. I don't know exactly how many he got, but he definitely disrupted that guy in a big way. Now he only has 4 guys there. Now he's gonna go discover this. As we're doing that, so he's moving back out to defend what's going on there. I'm moving back out here. Yellow's sort of macroing up. That's a tricky little play. So, I mean, you look up here, he's got a ton of SCVs. This guy has like 3 or 4. That's pretty devastating. It's a sweet little play. Like, it's just like not something you'd really think about, but if people are sitting around and not paying, people are never going to be paying attention to that. If they are, they're lucky. Alright, so here I go. So I'm getting ready to head out. I'm not sure where I'm going. I'm sure it's somewhere good. It would probably be smarter to go for blue. I don't know why I'm not doing that, but I decided that I'm going to go for teal, who's just got lurkers. This is like horrible timing for me to decide to do this. Of course, I'm not microing them at all, and I'm just waltzing them into their death. Okay, I finally decide to back off after losing like a ton of units. Alright, so can't attack there. Purple still trying to get their economy back up. Looks like they're getting it going. This guy is doing his thing. He's keeping things real tight. I like that base. Look at that, nice and tight. Alright, so I'm going back. Getting my upgrades going. This guy, not quite sure what he's doing. He did that early play, and now he's like... Those guys are still working down there. Good job. He's just like slowly getting zealots out now, but... I don't know. Okay, so this guy is starting to get going. What we really need to do is get those tanks in position to take those lurkers out. I don't know what I'm deciding to do. What I really need to do is make an observer. Yeah, I guess I'm doing that slowly. Alright, so I've got some good protection. I actually like the way I built this across with the cannon right at the mineral line. This is pretty good as well. Nice line. I tend to build in big lines. Like you see I build in a line. I don't know if that's a good way to build or not, but that's just how I do it. Alright, so this guy's still kind of recovering from what happened before. Hasn't really got much going on. This guy got his ones on attack. Doesn't have any starports yet. could be getting ready to do like a big drop of some kind. It looks like he's just trying to get a lot of hatcheries up and making Hydralisks. His Hydralisks are 1-1. Starting to make Dragoons now. Let's go with a ton of Zealots. Getting my upgrades going. Getting my observation factories going. This guy. Slowly and steadily getting his stuff up. If you look at the APM, Purple's the one who's actually has the highest. I think he's still really just trying to get his economy going. Alright, so he's got some guys there trying to sort of get some defenses up at that spot. Alright, so let's kind of speed up until something happens. Everyone's kind of slowly macroing up. Alright, this guy sends some guys over there. Looks like he might be getting ready to go with some... Doesn't have a Greater Spire yet. Gosh, I just feel like we're waiting around a little too much. I got a Reaver. Got an Observer now. Alright, so I'm sending my Observer in. And now I'm sending the Zealots. Alright, so here we go. Here's the attack. The problem is there's just so many of them. Luckily, I have a lot of people to send. Well, I do have the observer. I do have the observers. Starting to get in on them. Okay. Man, they're just annihilating me. I mean, my goodness. How would the tanks just siege up? What are you doing, dude? Alright, so we're just sort of moving right into them. I don't know why this guy's not siege tanking. Alright, we're slowly and steadily doing this. Oh, he's got all these guardians. Look, while that fight was going on, he's getting his guardians ready. Oh my gosh. My Reaver is slowly coming in to help. Alright, now Blue's coming in on me to stop me from being able to send reinforcements. I don't have like enough. I should have built more gateways. I'm like building all these Reavers now for some reason. I'm just like very threatened, I think. Yeah, Yellow's just doing absolutely fucking nothing. Yeah, this guy's getting absolutely murdered. Like, yeah, like Yellow, what are you doing, man? He's actually coming too late. I mean, he's got a lot of guys, but they're not upgraded. These are 2-2 Hydralisks. Oh, man. I'm finally macroing back up. I think I'm like kind of scared now. Alright, so he's starting to get in on... Alright, he killed all those Guardians, or at least some of them over there. Purple's just so fucked. Alright. So in comes Yellow. He's still got to deal with these lurkers. Alright, I'm sending my guys in. Kill the lurkers. For the love of God, these lurkers are just getting so many kills. 8 kills, 9 kills. Can't kill them. Oh my gosh, they're still there. They're still alive. Those are the never-ending... Those lurkers are just indestructible. Alright, so now Blue's trying to cut us off. Purple's trying to do something, but he can't. Gosh, this is a terrible performance by us, really. See, this is when I just can't watch myself because I'm so embarrassed. I just think Yellow made a great play early on to knock out Red, and then just like kind of started just screwing around. Like he built this other base down here, but like you could have just kept building more over here. Even if you did do that, like why aren't you sending guys that are helping? It's just, ugh. I'm building reavers. I think at this point I'm just so overwhelmed that I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be able to. I don't have enough gas going. I actually have a lot of resources banked, I'm just not spending them. Still trying to kind of fight, but now I can't. This guy's just getting destroyed. Oh, this is getting ugly. Alright, so Blue's now moving in here. The Guardians are just doing so much work. He does have all these Corsairs coming in. Okay, so while he's doing that, I'm just like building Reavers, trying to macro up out of my limited gateways. Alright, now he's sending guys from his other base. I'm trying to help, but I'm not really being able to. I'm surprised there's even too much time left here. Okay. Alright, purple is actually rebuilding down over here now. Yeah, but yellow. I think yellow's kind of abandoning. Ooh, okay. Alright, Reavers. Oh, they kind of just like stumbled towards. Alright, he's trying to move in on me. I mean, I'm still alive. I'm also not upgrading anymore. So purple decides to leave because he found him there. I'm kind of fighting this guy off. He's got upgrades now. See, now would probably be a better time to be making just zealots. Oh, here come these wraiths in from the side. I didn't even see those coming. They're just destroying everything. Man, they did a really good job. They basically 3v2'd us. Yeah, I definitely got real stagnant there, but I think I was strong enough in the early game that we could have killed. If we went for blue instead of teal, I think that was my mistake to not go after the Terran. Alright, so I'm sending everything I can to this guy's base. Oh, like that's gonna somehow, yeah. So he leaves and I leave. Alright, so there we go. Pretty good job by that Zerg and that Terran to come together and win that game. Those lurkers did absolute work. I hate lurkers so much. They're just so annoying. And just really tough to deal with, as you can see there. Now, I can deal with them much better in the future than that. Plus, I just wasn't upgrading. Yeah, if you look at units produced. I mean, I produced a lot, but he produced so much more. Killed so many more. The resources didn't mine enough gas. That guy was... I don't understand what yellow was doing. I feel like he had very much the capacity to help us win that game. And decided not to help make that happen. Oh well. See, this is why I don't like watching ones where I was involved. I just can't handle it. Okay. Alright, so here's one. Unfortunately, it's another one you're going to have to watch me play. 17-minute game. And see, I decided to start putting the date for the real date. So this was on 9/11/2018. So again, 7 years ago. Just so crazy. I guess not quite 7 years ago, but around 7 years ago. So I love that I have like all these replays from just, you know, across time at the random times that I would play this game, because I don't always play it for a very long time. I'll pick it up for, you know, maybe a couple weeks and then put it away. But we'll see how this game goes. I think I've been playing a lot more lately, so I've been playing much better. When I watch myself now, there's things that I'm really not doing that I wish I was doing. But anyways, rush bot right. Alright, so I know what I want to do. Alright, so before I rush bot right, let's check out the teams. So G Saggy is the red Protoss. Then we've got orange, which is Mirror 0423, is the orange Terran. And then I'm over here as the yellow Protoss. And I'm saying let's rush this guy. Let's just destroy him. Which is good because I lost to a teal Zerg last time. And I think going after them early is smart. So this guy's a bunch of numbers. He's on the other team. Also fastest factory up here. Or no. Fastest factory is over here. The Protoss blue. And then also Trampsta 123 is the white Zerg. So we'll go ahead and speed things up. Let's go ahead and do an APM check. We look like Fastest Factory is going crazy at 250, fluttering around at that area, and then Saggy, G Saggy is over there at 274. Of course, I'm the lowest, and everyone else sort of fluttering around different numbers. 40, 40, 40, 80 over here for Trampsta. So we'll see if any of those things matter later on. So we see a spawning pool and a couple of hatcheries over here. I'm all about this rush that we're hoping that we get going on. This guy's also got a zealot that he can help rush with, and this guy's got some marines, so this might actually end up being a nice rush. Let's see if we can do it. So I send my 3 guys. This guy sends a guy. He only has 1 sunken. What's he doing? Is he waiting for everyone else to come? Yeah, that's smart. Alright, so he's waiting for his guys to go. I'm just going to go. Alright, so my guys are in on these sunkens. Oh, we're just getting confused by everything that's happening here. Oh my gosh. So blue comes in and helps stop that. Just his placement of them really stopped us there. Alright, so blue's now I'm just like, let's go attack blue. No, we're keeping on this guy? Are we? Alright, so the rush is over. This guy's still thinking about doing it. This guy's like, oh, I guess the rush didn't happen. I'm going to build a factory. Alright, this guy's going after it again. Blue is trying to stop us from going in on him, but he might not have been there in time. He's saying go back. Alright, so now I'm getting gas. I do have a, so I'm actually doing decent getting stuff down. Getting a cybernetics core right away is really good. Alright, so he's retreating. He's got a decent amount of guys. He's getting his front defense. This guy getting a second command center, getting a second factory. Building an armory. This guy's pretty much similar to what I've got going on. I've got Citadel coming. A little ahead of him in terms of production or research. Alright, so this guy's getting ready to get big. I'm just sitting here building zealots. Alright, so here comes red on blue. Now if he sees that blue is not properly defending himself, he might decide to come in on him. Alright, so orange is actually like, oh, this guy's not really doing too much. I'm just trying to get going now. Alright, so red is like... Gosh, if orange would come in and help him, then he would be like in really good shape. Alright, I'm like getting ready to assist with this. So we've got this giant zealot army between the two of us that we don't know quite what to do with. I'm sending it up to him. he's leaving to go attack white. He's trying to draw me into the photon fire. Little does he know, I don't care about that, and I'm just gonna fucking come in and go in hard. Oh, nice, and here comes orange behind me, and red decided to come join the party too! Alright, so here we go! Battle of the century! Alright, so all three of us coordinated are going in on this. Zealot's getting a little confused, but with the... all the Zealots need to be is like cannon fodder now for the Terrans. The Terrans are cutting off these Hydralisks. He's building lurkers, but he didn't send in lurkers. So those guys get destroyed. I think we need to go right back in on this guy. Hard. Yes. Alright, we've got... oh, good. So these are going to get done. Alright, I do have at least some upgrades coming. So I got my speed zealots now. Alright, so Teal's sending some Hydralisks now to help. I don't know why we're not moving in. I understand there's like these frustrating cannons, but just move in. Alright, so I'm fighting to try to kill these. Really don't want those things to come up. Alright, so he's kind of like cutting me off. Oh gosh. Now he's got those. I can't watch myself play against lurkers. This is just killing me. We're playing this so badly. I mean, we should easily be winning. Alright, so white's actually pushing in on orange. Orange is getting his factories going. Red is like just... I don't know what red is doing. Oh, red's got a did red just drop on him? Or is red trying to drop? I think red's going to drop on white. Alright, so white's moving out. I'm trying to defend orange. Here goes red. Let's see if red can do. Does he get it off? You gotta use your storm. Oh, what are you doing, man? Alright, so that guy pulled pretty well too. Didn't really get much for that storm. Alright, so he's upgrading. We're over here. Alright, they're moving in on him pretty hard. I've got some Reavers coming. Hopefully I'm going to build... I have no thought of building observers, of course. Alright, so all these spider mines. Oh my gosh. They're just pushing in so easily. Now I am kind of stopping the stem with these Reavers. Alright, Reavers. These are actually becoming quite helpful. I wish I would build an observation tower or observatory. Alright, so this guy's really trying to commit to these drops. Here he is attacking blue. We'll try to keep an eye on the drops. He does have one attack. This guy's got 1-1 on his stuff. Of course, I'm neglected to do any kind of upgrading because I suck. Or actually, I'm about to be done with my 1-1s. Okay, that's good. Good for me. Alright. There's red again. Alright, he's trying to stop anything from happening at his base. Blues over here building more stuff. Okay. Orange is doing his thing. Alright, so blue's moving out. We got good placements of the tanks. I've got some Reavers just chilling here. Blue's coming in on me. Oh, he just... Look at how easily he just destroys all of my entire base. I just want to cry. I couldn't have made it easier for him. He just had to easily go and do it, and then there you go. There's a big drop right there. So red is, you know, starting to get stuff done, but they're doing such a good job pulling. Like, look, he just pulled all those guys. That's what I'm saying. Like, if people are pulling it, like, I wouldn't try to be doing it as much. It's obviously been happening to him as well, but he seems to be got a pretty good economy. He's got a ton of tanks. Hopefully get some Goliaths with them. I'm gonna have to just like completely rebuild my whole yeah, like I'm building defense now. I do have this army, but I'm probably not going to use it for any really intense purposes. Alright, so I feel like I hear battles going on, but I'm not seeing it. Alright, so this guy's got like 1,000 Templar and a bunch of Zealots. He just got his 2s done. I've got a decent army if someone attacked me, but I don't really have much to attack with. We're not quite there with... he's been slowed down a little bit. He's not quite there with this tech. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Looks like he wants to go Guardians, but he doesn't have it yet. Red's got a lot going on. He's kind of been untouched, I feel like, because he's been doing the dropping. Like, alright, so here he is trying to drop. This guy's got like 1,000 things going on. I admire your like dedication to all this, but my god, like it's not working. Alright, so he's got this guy kind of trapped. You could probably just go storm those, to be honest. Alright, so this guy's holding stuff off. I think they're just getting ready to get a lot of Guardians and just go to town. There's that. Yeah. I think at some point you just gotta say, you know, hey, this isn't working, let's try something new. Alright, so I'm getting my economy back up. Gosh, I'm just like so slow and far behind now. I'm like, alright, here I am. Alright, so this guy's continuing to just go like vulture tank, which is going to be terrible against the upcoming Mutalisks that are about to come in. Oh my, this is just going to be bad. So they come in, they're probably just going to attack this command center. So he's doing a good job of keeping blue at bay, but white's just been untouched because I haven't been able to do anything. Sending the Reavers is not doing anything. They're just going to be taken out by teal. This guy leaves, and I'm sure I'm not far behind. I pretty much just got killed on that one drop. I mean, that was really bad. Here comes this guy. Now he's getting in stealth. Oh, okay. So he was able to storm those away from really doing too much damage. Alright, so here we go. I'm like, alright, here's my one last stand. At least I got 2s on my attack. Yeah, I'm just going to try to attack blue. Still got Reavers. Alright, Lurkers, I mean. Look, we're not even attacking the same people. Like, I'm attacking blue, he's attacking white. It's just not a good team effort on our parts. Oh, okay, here we go. We're taking out some of these Guardians. That's good. How many do we take out before they pop up? That's the question. Alright, well, we're doing a pretty good job at taking them out. Ah. Alright, well, Saggy leaves the game. I'm sure I'm not far behind. That's pretty much it. Well, another great showing by me. Oh, man. So those storm drops, man, I'm telling you, those are deadly as can be. So you gotta watch for those. But there you go. So there's the double feature. Like I said, I'll definitely be trying to do a lot more of these. So keep your eyes peeled if you enjoy them. But if you watched, thank you so much, and I'll catch you on the next one.